Andor. We're here out and about doing a walkabout, and I was wondering, have you ever been in school or been to a hospital, right? Going to a teacher, or basically, have you ever been to a professional, right? And they say, well, liability, I don't feel safe doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, we really got to get away from that mentality where we got to sue everybody for whatever fucking reason, or basically damaging the reputation of certain individuals. Let me explain. Mind you, there's the obvious caveat and circumstances, of course. But what I'm saying is, if your teacher is doing their job correctly, teaching your kid exactly what they need to be taught, right? Like, for instance, accountability, all that, right? I've actually saw a video. Mind you, I know it was a skit, obviously, because I thought it was funny, but at the same time, 9 times out of 10, these skits are based on experiences that teachers have had before. And the reason why I'm mentioning any of this is because I'm noticing it more and more, where there are people talking to these people. Hey, he's like, do a skit of this because it's happened to me. It's like, okay, cool. So basically, the skit was the teacher is talking to the principal, and the principal is having an issue with. So basically, a parent is having an issue with the teacher, and the principal is a spineless little weasel. And I love these skits because every single time, it's always this one teacher getting the short end of it. Mind you, this specific teacher is basically doing exactly what she's doing. In fact, I feel like she's going above and beyond for these kids, according to the skit's point of view. So basically, well, hey, no problem. Hey, happy birthday, Gon. Happy birthday, my dude. Have a good day. Seriously. The Snoopy. Snoopy, you love Snoopy. I love Snoopy as well. Thank you for checking out my videos, guys. Do me a favor, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment down below, hit that little bell icon, know when I'm putting out next vid. Thank you very much, guys. Anyway, and as I was saying, basically what I'm saying is, let the professionals do their fucking jobs. If you as a parent feel like they're not doing it correctly, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Mind you, these are more Clark Kent glasses. I don't really need them, but they are useful, so they work. And no, it's not for disguises or anything like that. Nothing corny is that, as simple as that. No, these, I do have issues with small print, and I can't read small print, unfortunately. So I use these glasses as my medium. Ah! What is wrong with you, monkey? Sheesh. Anyway, so again, with the skit, I'm talking about the skit about a parent having issues with a teacher, right? And the teacher is basically teaching the kid exactly how you should teach a kid. Like, what's your favorite thing? The kid goes, I like Call of Duty. Okay, it's like, okay, so capacity. You know what? How many bullets are in a clip? That's capacity. It's like, oh, you mean like there's 32 clips on your favorite gun, right? Yeah. Well, apparently this teacher got quoted way too much. They apparently said, well, I don't like the fact that you're talking about having a gun in school. No. I was talking about capacity, and I was just basically helping the kid understand what it meant. And the teacher the teacher's basically explaining that, and the parent is like, well, I don't like the fact that you explain that way. I don't like the fact that my kid is knowing about this. It's like, what? I'm trying to make him understand it the best way I can, and it's actually been a proven way to teach kids. The best way is to basically have examples in real life. That way the kid understands what they're talking about. That's how I do it most of my life. My life is basically, if I don't understand something, you got to give me an example. You got to give me an example of how it works. Like, it's the best proven way to show someone what you're talking about. Otherwise, if you don't understand it right off the bat or get your references, then it's hard, you know? It's really difficult when you can't communicate with someone and you're trying to make it very clear certain subjects. Again, examples are the best way, and teachers get to do that. But the problem is, parents are so overprotective, either overprotective or just so happy, left, right, and center, ladies and gents. And mind you, that isn't the only issue. The other issue I'm talking about is the doctors. For instance, the doctors are talking about, I saw one where it was a doctor talking to a parent, and the parent is negligent at best. Mind you, this is the worst case scenario. The parent, he's talking to the kid, he's talking to the parent, and the parent, mind you, this is from a show. I think it was Grey's Anatomy. I'm pretty sure it was Grey's Anatomy. I don't know. I don't know which episode specifically, but the doctor was basically explaining that, hey, if you don't get this, if your child doesn't get this treatment, they will get worse and eventually die. The parents, right off the bat, basically said, no, we don't want you to treat our child with that medicine. We don't believe in medicine. It's like, yeah, and you're basically allowing your child to die because of your belief. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a difference between belief and someone you deeply care about. And the worst part is, you know for a fact that family is gonna curse that doctor. The good news is the doctor, mind you, he technically did something he wasn't technically supposed to, but he did it because he knew that he needed to do it for the right reasons. According to the story, the doctor actually administered said cure, the medication or said treatment. And what he did was, he technically went behind the parents' thing. Problem was that there was a backlash. And no, luckily, this is one of the few times where I've seen where the doctor actually was in the right technically. Legally, he was in the right. Because when people found out that these people were going to hurt this kid because of certain religion or certain ideas in their heads, the parents had to back down. It's like, oh shit, if we go further with this, we're gonna look bad. And I'm like, yeah, you look bad, especially when you think about your own ideology is more important than your child's life. Ladies and gentlemen, and mind you, that is the worst case scenario. There was another one that I felt was kind of fucked up, where a parent basically so a parent basically goes to a school, and it's like I think it was a kindergarten or something, and apparently gives their child peanut butter. But according to the story, there was somebody at the kindergarten that was allergic to the peanuts. Huh? Anyway, so like I said, the family. parent gave their kid peanuts, and there was somebody, and normally this would be a bad thing, but the problem is the kid, how kids are, they're really messy, and because of that, somehow the kid got in contact with reality, had to go to the hospital, and apparently trying to go after the teacher for this. The principal basically doing the same, trying to go after the teacher because she was negligent and everything. But the problem, here's the caveat. She told, and then they were on, apparently put the joke or the skit, there was an actual camera telling this lady that take care, guys. Oh, and thank you. And I'm okay now. I can walk and I can talk at the same time. Thank you. I appreciate your love. And care. And basically the story, the teacher was absolved, and virtually nobody had anything to do with anything. But the teacher basically looked at the principal. But all I'm saying is principals technically are supposed to make sure the kids are taken care of, and teachers are supposed to make sure the kids are also taken care of. But the principal is supposed to make sure that both the kids and the teachers are taken care of legally or any other way. Because if you have a principal who's a spineless little jellyfish that every time an adult is going to go, ooh, and it's like, yeah, I'm not going to work with you. Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations. And have a great day. And another piece of advice, if you do, the only thing I can say is, when you do a job, always ask or make sure that your supervisors that you did the job correctly, and if you didn't, ask them, hey, how can I improve it? That way you can improve better. Trust me, guys. And if you any first time job seekers out there, that's my biggest recommendation your jobs. Always make sure that you're doing your job correctly. That way you can actually have a good look. Your manager's like, I like this person, I like their work ethic. They want to make sure that they're doing their job correctly. And if they give you attitude, shut up. I mean, it's like it's not wrong. You're just trying to do your job. So like I said, that's the biggest thing I've done. Make sure that your job is done correctly and at the appropriate times. Don't get in people's way. Be polite, be nice. I would recommend this one. You want to talk about movie or anything, with a little couple customer service. Hey, this place out, you basically advertise, is what I'm saying. What you're doing, advertise. And they talk up the place, tell, say what your experience being around them is, or at least, talk up the place. It really helps sell the flower. Trust me, you would get a lot of a lot of hits with that. I promise you that. And be friendly enough where people feel at ease to talk to you. Trust me, it goes a long way. Like I said, if you're gonna do that, that's fine. And mind you, I'm only pulling out these pieces of advice. That way, you know what you're doing, and your boss goes, "Oh, I love these girls. I'm gonna keep them around." Trust me. And these pieces of advice might not be worth it right now, but later when you're doing something else, because I'm pretty sure if you do the job correctly, they'll give you something else to do. They'll be like, you know what? You're gonna be a receptionist or something. You don't have to be a receptionist. I'm just saying. Oh, being an introvert, you see, that's the thing. You got to broaden yourself, and that's the thing about an introvert. Most people don't know. You're very closed off, either by choice or by certain which is fine. I mean, stranger danger and all that, but the way I see it is you could still be an introvert. Hey, sometimes I can be. I prefer, certain people around me, and when I talk to people, it seems like I'm an outgoing personality. Yes and no. It really depends whether or not I want to talk to them or I don't really want to talk. It really depends on my particular mood. So being an introvert is just all about perspective. You don't have to always talk to people, and honestly, it's all about your personality. Believe me, your personality will always come out. Show them who you are, hon. That's all I'm saying. Because believe it or not, that personality will shine through, and people will flock to you. I promise you. And that little introvert thing, trust me, you can still be an introvert all you want, but when that personality comes out, it's going to be a whole different story. I promise you that. Trust me, it happened to me when I was a kid. Actually, it happened to me when I started dating a girl I used to know. Ironically, she helped me with my personality. I had a personality problem, unfortunately. I was very hot-headed. Let's just say that. I tended to avoid people like the plague. It wasn't until that specific girl, came up to me at lunchtime, and said, "Can I sit here?" And I said, "It's a free country. I don't care." Literally, that was my response. I know it sounded kind of rude, but exactly, that's what I'm saying. Show out your personality, and people will flock to you. I promise you that. Doing okay. Thank you very much. And how about you? How y'all doing? Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling okay today. Today, I was better because I woke up without my foot looking like a grapefruit. Yes, folks, I kind of hurt myself, if you didn't already know. Um, and I kind of, not really sprained, technically. It felt like more of, at first it felt like I broke something, but I think it was just basically a pulled muscle. And my leg, my foot, actually, technically my foot, left specifically, um, kind of went to the point where it inflated like a bad balloon. It was just like for 2 days. Luckily, it was over the weekend. For 2 days, my foot grew pretty much the size of a grapefruit, and I spent those 2 long days having to put ice and then boiling water so I can reduce the swelling of my foot. Now, all I have to do is get my foot to stop bruising, but that will take at least another week. So it's still slightly hurts, but not enough where I don't have to worry about it too much. So this is, you guys get to see and have your friendly neighborhood GAMERDJINn have your walkabouts. So I'm back in action. I'm too stubborn to quit, ladies and gents. I'm too stubborn to quit. Sometimes people say I'm too stupid to quit, but I'm like, no. I'm smart enough to quit. I just don't have I just don't have the quit gene, and I don't want it because it's just who I am. That is my personality. I'm just too stubborn, hard-headed, that is. But then again, thank you. I appreciate it. Nah, like I said, some say I'm hard-headed. I'm like, of course I am. I'm a Taurus. Yeah, you could hear the comedy guy in the background kind of groaning. Hell, I groaned when I said that joke. If you guys don't understand that joke, look it up. But anyway, thank you for checking out my videos, guys. And yes, there's going to be another one tonight. It's going to be either, because I'm considering, because like I said, I am going to be doing a spooky season. Yes, folks, it's a little early for spooky because technically it is still August and September is still there. But it's the next couple of months we're going to do basically horror games and or fun games. Either horror or Halloween based or anything that is remotely, dark. Whether it develops monsters or zombies. And tonight, I don't know, what you want to see? You want to see monsters or zombies? Because I'm willing to ask this question every night, and that will give you guys choices what you guys want to see on the next video. Hell yeah! I'm already doing Resident Evil 2. It's definitely on the list. I'm doing Resident Evil 2 right now. And I'm playing Leon. I have other games that I'm doing, other Resident Evil games. I'm actually doing, I also have okay. It sounds like Maya's into some zombies. Dang, girl. Killing off zombies. That's your jam, huh? Don't get me wrong, I love them myself, especially when you finally get that perfect weapon, and then you blow their damn brains out. Ooh, it's even more fun when Actually, I was playing a game, basically Resident Evil Village, and it's basically the most terrifying game I've ever played in my life, because you actually go in and you avoid traps like the plague, ladies and gents. And the coolest part is, I love Halloween myself. All Hallows Eve is a good holiday, and believe it or not, folks, it's not what you think it is. Believe it or not, it used to be a I don't know if you it's a well if you know it was a well-known pagan holiday. They just had it recalled Halloween, but it was originally called All Hallows Eve. Basically, it was just basically a holiday that nice, nice. Um, I'm not gonna dress up this Halloween. I mean, honestly, folks, I'm too old, and there really isn't any point for me to dress up on Halloween. I mean, I would love to, but my desire to do so aged out years ago. Plus, if somebody asked me to go to a Halloween party, I consider it, even in costume. But I don't. The last time went to a Halloween party, it was back when my sister was in elementary school, and that was years ago. That was at least about closer to 10 years ago, minimum. So it's for me, it's difficult to bring up the. If I had little ones, maybe I'll take them out trick or treating in costume, because it'd be a lot of more fun that way. I put them in like little cowboy or little princess outfits, depending on what kind of interests they get into. And by that time, who knows? Power Rangers or something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying this, but it's just personally, me myself, I just don't have very much. Like the last time I really went, aside from Halloween, was I went to a Comic-Con once. Yes, folks, I go to Comic-Con. Well, actually, I only went once, and the problem is going to Comic-Con is not exactly cheap. It's like a whole paycheck for me. So it's really difficult for me to go. I'd actually consider it if I ever had the funds. And yes, folks, I would really consider doing a walkabout in Comic-Con, doing that. But I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know how highly likely that will be, especially this year. Um, if I actually scrounge up the funds, maybe I'd consider it. In fact, it's an idea I was thinking of, but right now we'll see. Again, I still think that doing that little shop idea is kind of out in the open itself. I'm not sure if it's going to be possible. Hold on one second, guys. ¿Qué pasó, ma?
¿Cómo te fue, hijo?
Lo mismo.
Lo mismo. ¿Qué te dijeron? ¿Cómo seguía?
No, todo está bien, todo bien. Puro bromas.
¿Y cómo te seguiste de pie? Ya mejor, ¿verdad?
No, pues estaba caminando nomás. Poquito, como digo, poquito de lado, pero se me quitan días.
No, ya está bien porque te salió todo.
Sí, no, es la buena cosa. No, that's cool. Like I said, and anyone out there that loves putting on costumes, you know, it's I'm happy for you guys. I really am because you're basically putting out your true self. I've actually seen people do cosplay as a you know a hobby. Hell, I've heard about cosplayers doing it as an actual legitimate job, which is crazy. Becomes like I'm like how. And the reason I know that is because they do these costumes, these commissions sometimes where they make their own costumes and they sell their costumes online, which is amazing. But uh, like I said, those kind of people have talent, you know. And me, the only thing I can do is sound like Shaggy, Ren Scooby Dooby Doo. It's not like a video. It's not like Hulu is gonna hire me to do another Scooby Doo out us because they already got a Shaggy sound voice. Yeah, I mean, there's cosplayers that do that stuff for hey Roman. Yeah, there's cosplayers that do that for a living. It's kind of cool to watch because like some of them do videos about how they do their makeup and some of them how they do certain like outfits, and I'm like I'm watching this going, damn, that is actually really cool. Mind you, a lot of it from what I saw was on TikTok. If you look up TikTok and they do like cosplays, you see these people doing these really elaborate cosplays, and I'm like, dude, that is so cool. And there was one where there was a few of them that I loved because some of my favorite anime, and they do it so well. I was like, holy shit, that you look exactly like that character. Because it's hard to do that. It really is. And when you're trying to get the cosplay and your actual look like on point, that, ladies and gentlemen, takes talent. It really does. So I have respect that for people that do that. So yeah, like I said, I don't have any particular issues with people that do cosplay because I love it myself. I love people that because they have actual talent for it. Yeah, no, seriously. They either do their makeup on point or they're at the accessories. Mind you, the accessories is one thing, but like some people just like got it, you know? They have it going on, and I'm like, "Oh, I am jealous." It's like I saw one couple actually do the old I don't it wasn't a Disney one per se, but it was like, oh, you know what it was? If you look up cosplay from like Kingdom Hearts, they did one for Jack Skeleton and yes, folks, it's Nightmare for Christmas cosplay, but they did one for Sandy and Jack Skeleton from Nightmare Before Christmas, and it was trippy. I was like, damn, bruh. Like the girl looked on point. She looked beautiful, and it was like I was looking at the girl, and I'm like, holy shit, that she looked good though. She looked good, and the guy with all the makeup and oh yeah, Sally, yeah, exactly. I was like, dude, oh, I love that movie. But like when they were doing one that was a modification of it was a combination of Jack Skellington and Sally wielding keyblades from Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, holy I'm geeking out as a fan because I love the concept. These guys were doing all kinds of cool stuff. There's another one where he did the male of this couple uh, did other ones. I can't remember the actual people, but if you look them up, doing Sandy and Sally. Sorry, Sally and Jack, you guys will see what that some of them look like. They're actually really cool, and I have respect for the people that do it because I'm like, dude, this is awesome. And I think one of my favorite ones, mind you, as a guy, this is just me as a guy. It was a girl that did, and mind you, she was beautiful. She was beautiful, and mind you, this is before she showed off what she was doing with her makeup. She was very beautiful, and she put on her makeup, and she came out with the makeup of what was it? Damn, I fucking forgot. Honestly, I did. It was definitely an anime that I remember. Oh my! Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like guys doing princess themes. I know what you're talking about, and that would be an interesting I'm pretty sure there's out there. I don't. I'm pretty sure there is one out there. There's a few of them out there, where guys coming out in dresses or whatever, and girls coming out looking like princes. Hell, oh, that's the one I was thinking of. There was a girl that I don't know if you've ever guys ever watched a show called Fairy Tale, and there was a girl that is basically very knight-ish, like she has a personality of a knight, and her name is Reza, Ursula, Ursa. Basically, that's her name, and she, like I said, she has a very strong knight sense. She like everybody's big sister, basically. Like you do something really stupid, and she'll just basically clobber you for it. And it's like everybody loves her though. Like in the beginning of the show, she comes out looking kind of a lot of intimidating, like, "Arr." But more into the show, you start loving her more and more, and then you find out there's more to her than just her facade. Her facade was basically created to, um, well, long story short, this girl that did the cosplay was so gorgeous. I mean, good gods on high, she was so beautiful. But when she did the Ursa cosplay, so basically, imagine a girl in kind of a armor. Basically, think armor, but in a very princess looking armor. So it wasn't full on male armor, but it looked like it the way it flowed. And the dress is perfect for like if you were going into battle, like one of those dress tunics. Like it was basically a battle tunic. But the dress itself was basically armored. Her up right here was, yeah, no, and she was gorgeous. She was gorgeous, and it was even crazier is the fact that she was it was called the Valkyrie. It was called the Valkyrie. I think it was called because she has this special magic that she allows herself to basically requip. What's called requip. She's able to gain magic from the stuff that she requips, and she cosplayed so well. And the best part was she had an accessory in the back because the main character had like a wing accessory that gave her the ability to fly. And she pulled out two swords. Like she's basically a dual wielder, and her magic gives her another ability where she can summon 100 or 1,000 more swords. This girl actually did something similar, and I'm like looking at this, going, "That girl is Reza. Holy shit!" I'm like, I'm in love with this girl. This girl was so beautiful. Like she was so, and when she turned, when she just basically did the whole that, and she showed off that armor and all that's the weapons and everything. I was like, damn. We need her as advertisement. We need this chick as advertisement because we need the girl. We need this kind of girl because obviously she was a weeb. If not, she was just really into the medieval aesthetic, because this show is basically heavy on the medieval aesthetic, and I loved it. And it was so amazing. I've actually seen many girls doing. One of my favorite ones is the pirate aesthetic. Is there was a few girls where they were singing. Mind you, this is a girl singing a pirate shanty, and these girls were amazing looking. They looked amazing as pirate girls. I was like, dude. And yes, folks, I'm gushing about girls. I'm gooning about girls. You could tell I'm into girls. Anyway, so these girls looked great. Is the best way I can say it. They were amazing. Their outfits were on par. They had, and their singing voice was just, it was like a siren. It was just beautiful. If you ever watched like pirate shanties, look up pirate shanties female voice or something like that. Female singers. Fair enough. Fair enough. All I'm saying is these girls looked amazing, and I was like, "Damn, girls!" I could barely imagine how they would look, you know, out of their cosplay, because they would look amazing. Don't get me wrong; they were really beautiful girls, but on with their actual pirate garb and everything, I'm pretty sure a lot of it took, because putting on all that stuff, all the bonnets, the dresses, the overcoats, the petticoats, it would take at least an hour minimum, and I no closer to an hour and a half if you hurry, maybe two if you're trying to basically put it certain aesthetics, like for instance a battle worry made. I mean, like I said, these girls were amazing, and they were even better as singers. They were even better as singers, guys. I loved their singing voice. I was in love with the song just because they sung it. You know what I mean? Because it was a good song. It was really catchy, and the visual of them being pirate girls, it just it got me good. It got me. So, if you guys ever want to watch something really good, I do have one recommendation, and it is an anime technically. And no, it's not One Piece. I'll tell you that right now. One Piece is a good anime, but it is too long for any out there that don't get into anime or any specifics. So if you guys want to see something good, and it is really good in the fantasy, um, I'm trying to look for it right now. I'll I'll show it to you in a second, because it's one of my favorite animes because of the fantasy factor. Um, I will tell you this. Like, what kind of characters? Tell me. Like, I want you to name some of the characters, and I might have seen some. Not exactly a gender bend, but like certain certain girls or some people doing certain. Because I'm pretty sure I have seen one guy, and he was one of my favorite YouTubers. He did basically comedy skits about famous anime characters, and yes, folks, he did one that was a beautiful girl, but weirdly enough, you could tell it was him, but he pulled it off. So I can tell you that I have seen guys pulling off girl outfits and vice versa. I've seen them both. Some of my favorite ones. Okay, Raven. Raven would be difficult because you would have to find someone that had that kind of figure. I mean, it's hard to do when Raven was intentionally supposed to have a nice, like, aura figure. Like, she was supposed, mind you, the original concept was she was only supposed to be 15, and that's what scares the fur off me. Is like, you're supposed to be only 15. Like, no, the original story was actually she was only supposed to be 12. Now, April, that would be a little more difficult because she also is supposed to have that figure. She's supposed to embody kind of a figure in a jumpsuit, like the very beautiful girl in a jumpsuit. So to find someone that actually can pull that off, it's really difficult. And by the way, Rapunzel, I could see it if you find someone skinny enough. And there's femboys that do that, so I can see it. Fair enough. I'll give you that one. The fan art, I can see it, and I've actually seen male fan art when it comes to that, and it's actually pretty funny. So I'm trying to find. I'm still trying to find that anime that I'm trying to recommend to you guys. That is heavy in the medieval. And mind you, yes, it is going to be a magic based one because I love magic ones because I mean, who doesn't love a little magic, guys? Come on, mad. It's too much fun to watch, too much fun to hang out with. Um, I mean, I can name three or four, but this one is one of my favorites, and I'll show you in a second. So it is called Black Summer. Right here, I'm going to show you, and mind you, I am showing you my Crunchyroll. Uh, it's called Black Summer. Recommendation. You can, if you can find it anywhere else, it's mostly on Crunchyroll. Not trying to give any props to Crunchyroll or anything. And this is one of the main characters. His name is Calvin. He's one of my favorite characters because he has a weird sense of. Let me just put it this way. He has what they call in the show, kind of a disposition. So he's kind of like Goku. He finds someone that he likes. He wants to fight. Netflix, not necessarily. No, but I do. If you want, I do have Netflix, so I can actually boot some up that I have for Netflix. If you want me to do that, and I will, and I actually will do that for you guys. That way, you guys can have good example of, mind you, it won't be medieval. At least I don't think I can name. How's this? There is two anime that I recommend that are good for medieval, but not all of them are to people's tastes. Yes, it's my live. I'm doing on live. So I'm trying to look for some of the ones that I'm thinking of. Um, I can name. I mean, there are some of my favorite ones. Aren't all anime, so it's difficult to show you. Hold on one second, guys. Mind you, again, this is me showing you some of my favorites on Netflix. So beware, be wary, okay? So be weary and get ready for the cringe. So yeah, no, not Pokemon, not that one. Power Rangers, I love Power Rangers, so that one isn't hard. I love that one. Lucifer is one of my favorites. I'm trying to look for. Okay, so this one's a good one. I recommend this one, and it's basically think Vikings in anime, and it's actually really good. It's a very good series. So it's called Vinland Saga. I recommend it. So check that out if you want to check that out. Another great one. No, not but but this is one of my all-time favorites. It's called Shaman King. If you guys want to have a good connected story where the main characters develop strong and they have a fun little atmosphere, I recommend this one. Trust me.
Some can speak freely with these beings and evoke powers far beyond humanity into this world. Those people are called shamans.
See, now that's the cool part about that one specifically, and again, there's many other ones, but one has a lot of military and one a lot of fun things, and it's kind of dark, but it's good. The Rising of the Shield Hero. Always look that one up if you really want to get a good story going. My recommendation, and there's plenty of parts that will make you cry, make you laugh, and so on and so forth. So, my recommendation. I guess that's the ones when I was thinking of, at least until I can think of others. So, if you guys ever seen any of them, hit me up and tell me what you guys think. If you haven't, well, it's fine. You don't have to. It's just me giving you examples of what kind of things I like, all right, or am I into. Only a few, by the way. I'm not showing you all of them because that would take us all night and maybe tomorrow in the afternoon. At least. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that. And you guys would be bored out of your minds. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that. So tell me, guys, what you guys... so I am going to be doing some zombie killing tonight, so bear with me and have a good night. And wish me luck on some of those zombies, because some of them are annoying, especially when they try to find you. Take care, guys. Love you guys all. Be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is your friendly neighborhood GAMERDJINn, temporarily signing out so I can kill some zombies. Take care.